Hi, how are you? Today I'm going to share how I have cracked or how I have cleared IIT JAM in 2019. I have cleared it in 2018, but that time my rank was in 1000 something, and in 2019 I was able to get to 223. I'll cover the points, what all mistakes I have made, and what all resources, and how I have started my preparation journey. So, I have done my schooling from there's a school in Delhi. So my schooling is from Delhi itself. Then I went to Delhi University. I have got Kalindi College over there. There I got to know about IIT JAM. There used to be talk by different coaching directors. They used to come to our fest, mathematical fest. So there I got to know from there is one DIPS coaching institute. I didn't attended that one, but my friend told that statement that Dubey sir told that once you do a master's, your education is kind of complete. And I was like, okay. Then I asked her like why it is complete. She said like you become a master in that subject. And then I sat and I pondered over it, and that was a seed that got sown. Then towards the first year farewell, I got to know that okay, this girl has made it to IIT, and she was like sort of she was getting attention from everyone. I was like okay. Then I had a word, and there were other seniors also. So she was in third year, she made it, then she was going to IIT. Then in second year there was a girl, she eventually made it to IISER. Then her batchmates, some went to IIT Hyderabad, like different IITs and NITs. So I was in touch with them. That's how my preparation started. And then I got to meet Rajneesh sir. He came to our, as I told, the directors used to come to give a talk. There I got to know and how he prepared, what was his strategy. I took a trial class or something, and I was convinced that okay, he has knowledge and he is able to tackle all the subjects together. That was, so I'll admit I have taken coaching, but coaching was not the only thing, because he was doing question and I'm coming from a CBSE school. I was able to get good grades, and if anyone is from CBSE school, they know we have a set pattern of questions. Similar questions gonna come up, even if you don't understand is not the correct word. I was good with algo. I used to if you teach me anything, I will practice it to the extent I am. To that algo part I'll pick, but that visualization was not developed till grade 12. My brother, when I was in college, he was in grade 11. He was prepping for JEE mains and advanced, so he was able to clear. So he has this inbuilt talent, that he has that imagination, or he used to feel each and every concept. So my starting line was I took trial class. Then I sat with those NCERT textbook from grade 9 to grade 12 once again. At that time I was taking tuitions also, so their students used to come. So in that way, teaching those students, I used to go through the theory, not the questions. I used to read from the very first page. Okay. And you know what? Even the one who is writing the textbook, he has a style. Then I got to know, okay, this mathematician, when he writes textbook, how he used to think, and what is his, like, if I'm talking, I will be having some set of words that I'm going to use really often. Same is with the mathematician or the author of the textbook that you are reading. You need to read from the very first page. From that time onwards, I got a hang. I sat with those NCERT textbook. I read it again, but this time not to do the questions, but to feel it, to imagine why a quadratic. Okay, what sort of a parabola? I used to imagine in the air. Okay, parabola is there, then the parabola is above the x-axis. If it's on the x-axis, then what it means. So in that way, I started my journey. So that's how I polished. I sat with those NCRT textbook. I gone through them again and again. So that was from parabolas are in grade 10. Then comes calculus, and I used to do calculus like, okay, Rolle's theorem is there. If I drop this condition, what gonna happen? If y only f dash equal to 0, why this condition in LMVT, like mean value theorem. Okay, so I have done even like all the textbook I have spent, and I started from the first year, or that was the initiation point. First year, I think 6-7 months I have spent with NCRTs only, and that college exams and college exams only, mostly college exam, and getting a hang of why, because I was prepping for JEE and I was not able to get into, so I was having this thing, okay, I have already lost. What else I have now to lose further? So let me just give in all. Let me now enjoy the fun. Like I used to get that adrenaline rush. I'll admit, I used to feel that. I used to get that pumped up when I used to do question within a go at school. All the NCRT questions, all the vector questions, everything used to be bang on. All the Adi Sharmas. But now I am reflecting that I was not able to visualize. I know formula, I used to read it and I know, okay, this condition is given. So, okay, this formula, okay, let's just sub in and my life is sorted. So, I moved from algo to visualization. That's the main thing. I started enjoying mathematics. I started looking for examples, counter examples. So yeah, so let's start with the textbooks now. So for matrix algebra, I have watched this video this is the full lecture series by Adrian Banner. He is the prof from Princeton. The way he has taught matrix algebra, how the matrix multiplication is done, and how he used to do it quickly, and the imagination behind it, the intuition behind it, the way he used to explain is superb. That has helped me to develop the vocab. Then comes after watching that series, I have done the questions from Shom's outline of the linear algebra, and then passed your papers towards the end. Then comes your calculus. For calculus, NCRT is must. NCRT will give you a base starting line. Then there is a book by Amit Agarwal, Playing with Graphs, that will help you to visualize how we can draw a graph, translation, dilation, vertical shift. All those concepts are really, it's nicely given. It will help you to sketch the graph quickly while doing the integration, even in the multiple integrals. So when you go for 2D, 3D, you will have a baseline start with this textbook. Then try to do the questions of integration from JEE mains level. You don't need to go for advanced. Mains is fine. Okay, so your basic 1D calculus will be taken care. Then comes multivariate calculus. For this, I have gone through this again by Adrian Banner from the Princeton University. The way he has taught to sketch a quadratic is superb. Then comes the multiple integral, the intuition and the logic behind this. The discussion inside his class is really insightful. Then comes your vector calculus, Green's theorem, Stokes' theorem. The way he has explained is really helpful. You will get a vibe, okay, why I am doing. You will be able to see in the air. Then comes for the practicing purpose, or you need a textbook, right? So for that, I have referred Thomas calculus and past year papers. Then for the modern algebra, I kind of like, it's nice, but I gave least attention to modern algebra, I'll admit that. So for modern algebra, I used to go through the due notes. Then for due notes also, that was not sufficient. Back then there was one lecture series, it's still there. I used to visit that. Then after that, during my preparation phase towards the end, I was still not getting a hang. So I've purchased Asha, Gauri, Shankar. So it has built what do you say, no? A ladder. Okay, this, then this, then this. After doing Asha, Gauri, Shankar, I felt more confident with Gallian, and there was one or two concept that for that I followed Herstein. But I think Asha, Gauri, Shankar and Gallian is a perfect combo that will is more than enough for the jam purpose. Then is your past year paper. I'll come to the past year papers towards the end. For differential equation, M.D. Raisinghania, or ordinary and the partial. This is the IT book. It has all the theory or the things that you require for the exam. For the theory, the Coddington is the book, but I will suggest you stick to this ordinary and the partial differential, because mostly they will ask you to solve, not dive much deep into the theory part of it in jam. Then past year paper, that is more than enough. Last but not the least, one of the important, real analysis. Actually, your role theorem, your differentiation, some that is there in your calculus, and that is there in your real also. How to think, like why I'm even differentiating, or what's the logic, how I can jot down the proof, why this, why that. So that thing was taken care by NP Bali. I was able to get this. There was a prof at my college undergrad. He suggested me, and I have given him money, and he only got that book for me. So a huge thanks to him. So NP Bali is that book. The way the presentation is from the very first chapter to the end. Nowadays, Riemannian integration is there. When I was prepping for the exam, it was not there. So Riemannian integration is there in NP Bali. So this book is, you start from the very first page and read, as I told you. You need to vibe with the author. You need to understand how the author is putting up the fact, what's his psychology, what is the keywords that he likes to use very often. So you start from the very first page and you go towards the end. Even the improper integral, beta gamma functions are really important. So beta gamma function is given in NP Bali as well as in SK Mappa. It helps us to integrate very easily. Okay, these are the tools. Then comes Bartle and Sherbert. So after NP Bali, Bartle and Sherbert is there. Bartle and Sherbert was even prescribed by the Delhi University. So Bartle and Sherbert, and some portion in DU was taken by Kenneth Roth also. So I have gone through these two textbooks, and exact statement was asked, like there is a question behind Bartle and Sherbert that, okay, there's a theory, then behind that we have that question or the exercise, no? Exact question was asked to me during the TIFR interview, sorry. And even the TIFR entrance also, it comes from Bartle and Sherbert only. So it's really helpful. And yeah, Rudin I used to visit, but okay, when I'm not able to deal, or okay, I'm not able to get a hang, then the Rudin was my last go-to book. But I used to recite to Bartle and NP Bali. If you are not able to find NP Bali, then go with SK Mappa. Then comes your past year papers. I have just written past year paper, but past year papers also have, you need to focus on past year paper wherever the maths is being asked, wherever these topics are being asked. And like for the past year paper, all the past year papers from IIT JAM, you can go through wherever the maths is being asked. Then comes the CSIR, GATE and NBHM. This will help you to prep, because textbook is fine, but you need to practice for the like in the format of the exam style. So this will give you the exam style question. Then 6 or 7 months prior to the actual jam exam, you can sign up for your test series from any reputed coaching, and yeah, that will be helpful. And I was taking coaching from Pathfinder, so I was having the same test series, and the test series was actually the exam style question, and similar pattern as well as same type of questions were asking. And I guess 4 or 5 questions were straight away from the test series itself. So do get test series, practice them. But to my point is, you need to develop the mathematical maturity. It's not just about clearing the exam. Even if you clear and go at IIT, you won't feel comfortable over there, because the way the prof teaches, or way the your um, classmates are, to have a discussion with them, you need to have a mathematical maturity that will be developed with the process. You need to go through this process. Yes, and there is one more site that I have used very frequently for the mathematical discussion. It's Math Stack Exchange. You need to create an account over there, and you need to post your answer in latex. Nowadays ChatGPT is there, but when I was prepping, ChatGPT was not there, and even you need to go for a premium version to have a good quality chat with the ChatGPT, right? So Math Stack Exchange is a forum where all the mathematicians or the budding mathematicians or from the maths community people are there. You post out, they will discuss, you're gonna discuss. And yeah, and this has really opened that, that aha moment. Those discussion really helped me. So I hope it helps. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. Even if you don't like, then also that's fine. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye bye.